Hey everyone, welcome back to another video of me just doing nails. I know I really suck with keeping up with content, but hopefully now, like I always say this, it actually comes and stay. I actually just love the fact that I can do it to help other people. I personally do not enjoy the editing part and having to post it and then promote it and all that stuff, but I hope that someone can learn from this and then we can just become friends over the internet in a way. And I will go ahead and list off everything that I use down below, but nevertheless, I'm just gonna go ahead and explain thoroughly what I did throughout the video. I hope that again someone can learn from this, and if you guys have any questions, please leave it down below in the comments. You can definitely let me know what else you guys would like to see next. I'm sorry, that was my phone, but I don't want to redo this, so it's gonna have to go. But yes, just let me know what you guys want to see from me and what you guys want to learn from me, so that way we can keep it up with posting content. I'm gonna now try to go ahead and at least post once a week on YouTube, so in that way for long term we can always keep up with videos. And that's pretty much it, so let's get started. Of course, actually this client was so nice enough to let me use her phone to record. I need to turn my phone off, hold on. Basically this client was so nice to let me record using her phone. My camera started not working that day out of nowhere, and she's so supportive herself. She does have her own YouTube, so I'm gonna have to link it down below. Make sure to subscribe and stay active on her page because you'll literally love her content. But to start off with the whole concept of what I'm kind of going for, I was pretty much like gonna be doing more of, like, let's say things after to the nails after the application. So I wasn't too worried about how like things were gonna stay, because a lot of the thickness of the acrylic or anything like that, because we were gonna add things on top that were gonna be much thicker. And also, like, I don't know how to really explain it. That's just how my process goes. I feel like a lot of the times it's like when you know a rule, you can break a rule. So same thing with nails here. I did start off by putting off some French, and we're gonna do some clear tips on those, and then also do some gold rhinestones. Basically the theme was gold, and that's what we went with, and pretty much a lot of everything else was clear. It was literally nude, clear, and gold. That was the whole look that we were going for. Usually anytime you want to add anything like a glitter or a marble, anything like you want to add that's like going to be like an art or enhancement on the nail, I definitely suggest adding a color right underneath, whether it's clear. If you're doing something with nude, you can add nude, whatever color you prefer, but you definitely want to add it to the bottom just so that it prevents the lifting. Technically with this, I didn't have to even go in with the clear. I chose to simply because it has glitter that I mixed in, and the glitter, if you think about it, they have sizes to them. So if you don't put clear on that, it's not gonna create like a closed, encapsulated, like, form. I don't know how to say it, like texture. So if you just put glitter right on top, it will leave some gaps. So you definitely want to use things like a clear right underneath before you go ahead and place it on top of the nail. And also you can put the clear right on top of it. Sorry guys, I think I'm getting sick, but you can put a clear right on top of it, just because then when you do go file, you don't want to file within the texture of the gold. And then if you see any little bit, like there's a space between the cuticle and the glitter, it's because remember we have to still go in and file down that area right there to make sure that it is sinking into the cuticle and that it blends, so that especially when it starts growing out, it just slides off the nails. If you're a nail tech that has been doing this for a while, like with the consistency, you know that, again, the same words is like, once you know a rule, you can break a rule. So once you've been doing it for a while, then you kind of see what works for you and what works for other people. Personally, something that I've learned, well, yeah, basically for whatever works for your clients. Basically, what I've learned is that nails do not have to be thick, thin, or in the middle, or like whatever. It's literally about your preference. And something that I learned was that, say like you can see the pinky is not as thick as people would usually do it for, but it's simply because that I know when I go in, I'm gonna be building an apex, so I don't really care for how much product I have in, because no matter how much I have, of course you don't want it to be too thin, but once I go into that cuticle and I lower it down, I'm gonna automatically have an apex, so it will not matter. The nails won't break quick or anything like that. And yeah, so I prefer nails more on the natural looking side. Everybody's different, and some people who are heavier handed, I will make sure to put more powder on their nails. And something that you can also use to help you with creating French tips with acrylic is that you kind of want to box it out before you actually create the almond, because you're building up a shape that you can then go ahead and make it circular. If you guys have seen that, the acrylic tends to get really flat. It starts to flow down because that's what it naturally does with gravity. But if you kind of put it back upward and you box it out before you start making it the shape that you like, then when you go put in whatever color on the French tip part, when you file it, because you did the boxing before, you have a structure around the circle, making it cleaner line. So I don't know if that makes sense, but basically because you had a wall, a structure, it helps you with getting it a cleaner line. Going back to what I was talking about, as I was telling you guys, like whatever your preference is for nails, you can consider looking at this, right? As of now, it kind of looks already like a nail that's already pretty much done, but to even make it stronger, of course, like when I go file it, I'm gonna make sure to go file really close to the cuticle so that I can blend the cuticle and the natural nails down, where the acrylic is literally blending going towards the cuticle and it's flat so that it does not lift, and that will basically create the apex that I need, making the nails strong. Here I'm just working regularly, so I was not doing smaller beads or being more aware of what I was doing. I just kind of went in, and again, so if you do need to do your French in more than one bead, take the time to do that, just because you want to make sure you do it the right way, and that French oval end part is, you know, secure and it's ready, and you have a wall where whenever you put the product, it's gonna be what you need to look like. Do not rush the process, you know. And so this is basically how I go ahead and I go in. I start right on the French when I do it. This kind of gives me a visual of where the nails will be, like for the, how should I say this, like the width, where I'm gonna be filing for my apex, or I'm gonna be doing all that. And so I just go right in where it is until I see it like that it's on the same level, and then I will go ahead and file the nails all together. Again, once you know the rule, you can break the rules. So I may be doing things that are different than what's originally taught, but again, this is what works for me. And so I definitely suggest you do the same, because although there are rules to this, once you know what you're doing, you can make it just fine. preferences and your client's preferences. Everybody's really different. I personally do tend to ask my clients a lot of questions, and I've gotten to know them and who like can handle certain kind of nails and who actually takes care of the nails and all that type of stuff. And also think about what you're going to be doing on top of the nails, especially if you're going to be doing a lot of art or a lot of placements of rhinestones. You don't want the nails to be too thick, because it's just common sense to me, at least. I don't know, everybody's different. At least that's how I think of it. But all I do to make sure is that if I am doing nails that are not as thick as like per se like what people usually do, is I'll make sure that the apex is really well, because that's what will hold everything together. And also that the tip, like tip of the nails at the, like right there exactly where I'm filing right now, you have to make sure that it has the structure that it needs to hold the actual nail, because those are the two places that are going to basically hold everything together. So I don't know about this tip and if anybody wants to take it, but I've gotten to a point where for anytime I do anything clear, I apply clear top coat underneath. I don't know if that's normal, if it's like, it's crazy because it's like nails are like, it's such a big thing now where people do it a certain way, so you kind of feel like you're crazy if you do another way. But basically I do apply clear gel polish on the clear tips to make sure that it's really clear. And I don't do it if I'm doing it at the cuticle. Of course, you don't want, you know, to get any lifting. But yeah, I will go ahead and apply that clear gloss before putting the actual clear acrylic powder on top at the tip. To go in with what I was doing with the gold, I did some of this 3D and then I just did some chrome on that, and my hair's in the way, so sorry. I also did apply gold flakes to the sides of some of the clear nails, and then on the French I did do a French outline with the gold. What else am I missing from this? We did some rhinestones on top of the gold, of everything being gold and nude and clear. I'm forgetting something and I can't remember what it is right now to save my life. Hold on. Oh, I got it. So basically what I was going to say is, for the foils, all I used was a foil transfer adhesive. Not even adhesive, just the polish, where you just put it in your lamp, and that just cures it. So you can literally just put the gold flakes right on top. It's pretty easy. And then I also actually did the same thing with the chrome. I did put the polish, the foil polish on top to adhere the chrome, and it did such a good job. I didn't buff out the nails, so you can see little ridges in the nails that I did the chrome hearts, but not really in like real life because the art on top of it. But that was the whole video, guys. I hope you guys learned something, liked it. Please comment any questions or any recommendations. Until next time, hopefully next Friday another video is up, and then we'll keep going from there. Everything will be linked down below. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Thank you.